guys, it's Kate. Welcome to Covert Narcissist 101. Thank you for joining me. Haven't subscribed? Please do. Guys, number one way to the matter of fact, the only way to respond to a covert narcissist bait, while you're co-parenting, number one way to respond or how to respond to a covert narcissist bait. Now, guys, your life with the covert narcissist, if you're still with them or you're not with them anymore, you're just co-parenting. If you think back, you realize everything that the covert narcissist usually, you know, tells you you're not good at or you can't do or you this and that, it's always something you're good at. It's always something you're good at. So it's like if you're really good with money, they'll keep hammering on the fact that, oh, you spend so much money, you can manage money, or you can cook, and they tell you how the food doesn't taste right. You don't know, you don't do this and that. I remember when I was with the COVID nurses, you know how you meal prep, whatever, on Sundays, and I do that because, put some things together for the kids so I don't have to cook every night. And I take hours, really, on Sundays to do this. And that would be the time the COVID nurses will show up and tell me, oh, I wish you would just make out time, to take your time to cook. And I've been in the kitchen for hours. And he would say this with a smirk on his face. Of course, what I want you to do is not start thinking, am I doing enough? Or was I rushing? You to try to second guess yourself. Or maybe I should start doing it on Saturday too and Sunday together. This is the whole thing, for you to continuously try to prove yourself to them when they are the ones that are doing nothing. So everything you're good at, that's what they attack. That's what they're trying to convince you because they're trying to redefine you to suit them. So when you're co-parenting, and then what you normally will get was, how you're not doing this for the kids, how this and this and how the kids are lacking this, whatnot, and at the same time they have nothing to offer you, suggestion wise or help, nothing. So I liken this to, how people go to college, right? So you go in there and 4 years. I said that do 4 years. I do my degree. I'm out. And the people that want to be a surgeon, they continue. They finish the 4 years with me, and then they go to medical school, and then they go to do their residency, and then they go to, end up taking the board or whatever, and putting years of experience, working and practicing and all that stuff. So if we somebody to come out and say, oh, who are the college educated people, they'll come out and I'll come out too because, I went to college with them. However, can you imagine me then running into a surgery room, going there to tell the surgeon, oh, yeah, the technique you're using for the incision is not right, or that you guys are not doing, doing the incision correctly, or you're not doing the suturing right. How would they look at me? How would they look at me? Like I run in there to tell them how they're supposed to make the incision, how it's supposed to look, and I'm criticizing the suturing, their skills. This is something that have taken years of practice, trial and error. There's probably reason behind it. There's justification behind it. They will look at me crazy. So this is how I look at the covert narcissist who runs up on you to tell you what co-parenting skills you're lacking, what this and this you're not doing right for the kids and this and that. Because a covert narcissist, when it comes to co-parenting, have not even earned the right to be in the room to have an opinion. They have not earned the right, they have not done what it takes to be in the room to have an opinion. And that's how those surgeons will look at me when I run up in there, because I have not even earned the right. I have not earned, I have no qualification, no, I haven't read anything, I haven't asked people any questions. I have not earned the right to be in the room with them, much less have an opinion how they're doing incision or suturing. So the same way is how you look at the covert narcissist. They have not earned the right to have an opinion. They are not thinking about it. Just like I wasn't thinking about going to, if I wanted to be a surgeon, I didn't want to learn it. I didn't want to, dedicate the time of the years that it takes to do this. The covert narcissists have chosen not to learn how to be parent, not to learn how to participate in the parenting thing, not to learn how to get to know their children. They haven't done that. But what they will tell you is to come and criticize you that is making the effort. You that have done the trial and error. You that have learned the kids and know what do's and don'ts and like and dislikes. You've taken they will come to criticize you on that. So you do not waste time. Once you picture this in your head, which is what I do, that's when I don't respond to bait when it comes to co-parenting with the covert narcissist. So no matter how nasty the email is, no matter how the text message is, no matter how the phone call is, I do not respond because you have not earned the right to be in the room to have an opinion. Now, I'm not talking about the covert narcissists that try to manipulate their children by giving them whatever they want, or try to buy the kids, or try to indulge the kids in any way. That is not parenting. We know that. That is not parenting. I'm talking about being with the children where it matters, when the actions meets with words, not promises, not future faking, not trying to be the kids' friends. I'm not really participating because you are trying to manipulate them. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about parenting where it matters, when nobody's looking, when things need to be done behind the scenes work. They are not doing that. And because they are not doing that, they have not earned the right to have any opinion, nothing to tell you. The only thing that you guys qualify for, just like me and the surgeon, is that we went to college. The only thing you and the governors qualify for, yeah, you end up being parents. But who has put in the work for parenting? You. So you do not waste time to respond to covert narcissist nasty emails, to criticism about parenting, because you know they have not earned the right to have any opinion. And they've chosen not to earn the right to have an opinion. They don't care. They don't care. But if they spend time trying to criticize you and what you're doing, it would deflect from them. It would show that that they are not participating in it because they're trying to distract everybody. So now they want to have you defending yourself, and then while you're defending yourself, you forget that, wait a minute, hold on. What are you talking about? You haven't even done this and this and that. So as long as they have you constantly defending yourself, you are not aware that you are holding the bag at both ends. And that's exactly what you're doing. So whenever you get an email from the covert narcissist, a nasty email, phone call, text message, I ignore it because you don't have the qualifications to be in the room to have an opinion, much less a discussion. You don't have the qualification to be in the room, much as an opinion, or for me to engage you in a conversation because you haven't done the work. You haven't done the work, and you don't care to do the work. So why do I need to defend myself to you? Just like a surgeon will not try to explain to me why they are doing the incision this way or suturing this way when, wait a minute, what are you doing in the room? What are you doing in the room? So how you respond to covert narcissistic bait? Ignore. Do not respond. They have not earned the right for you to engage with them when it comes to parenting the children. All right, guys, get a hold of your mind and everything's will fall into place. Please like and share.